How's it going, everybody? Doing an eating pizza video here today, and drinking some old Mountain Dew. Got 3 Margherita slices here from Times Square Pizza in Ashboro. I like these. They're not terrible. It's not because of the place itself. I like their pizza. It's just I'm not a massive fan of these, but we had these left over. We had some people over. We got a regular pie and a margarita pie. Played some games and stuff, so it was pretty cool. But I haven't been watching the Olympics. I don't know why. Still got some time left. I did miss the curling outside of the gold medal games for women's and men's, I believe. So I'm going to try and watch those. I have to check the schedule. The skiing halfpipe I'd like to check out too. That hasn't happened yet. Maybe watch a little hockey. I don't know. I know that started. I believe Norway is in the lead right now with medals, followed by Italy and the U.S. And Norway also has the most golds, I believe. The All-Star stuff for the NBA has been going on. I'm filming this Saturday. It's going up Sunday. But yeah, I think they did the Rising Stars game, I think, last night. It's supposed to get warm here this coming week. Pop a couple 70s, 60s, can do some yard stuff. I cut down the second hydrangea tree, got it fully done. There's obviously some other stuff I still have to do. I gotta bust out the hedge trimmer and go to town on some of those. So I'll probably do that next week. As long as it's not raining. There's a possibility of rain. Went to the doctor on Thursday. I gotta wait. Blood result tests. They usually get them back the next day, but they didn't. So I guess it'll be Monday. I'm gonna have to call them. What the hell's going on? Yeah, we played some games. People came over, we played some games. Uno No Mercy, which, if you played that, it's like there's draw tens in there, draw sixes or eights. There's an expansion we had too, where you get these coins, where you could use a coin. But you gotta choose how you want to use it before the game starts. There was, and if you get 25 cards in this, you're out. So if you're screwed, there's all different types of cards in there. That'll crush you. There's one where like everybody has to draw until they have 24 cards, including the person who plays the card. So that's nuts. You're a lot of people, you don't lose this game by getting Uno. You pretty much lose this game by getting crushed with 25 cards. And they could stack. So, if I throw out a draw 2, and then someone has to draw 4, they could draw that out. It skips them. The next person has to draw 6. They throw out a 10. The next person has to draw 16. It's pretty wild. Then we played this game, Ransom Notes, where everybody has a little kind of slate. There's a bag, a little sack full of words, magnetic words. And then you have a little thing that's magnetic, your little tray, and you gotta put the words on it, because if you pick a question, it's like one of them we got was like, oh, write a letter to what would you write in a letter to the Rock? Dwayne The Rock Johnson. So you have to, make it's like a Cards Against Humanity or any of these other ones. You want to kind of give the most absurd answer you can based on the words you have, and you choose a winner. And then we play Telestrations, which is like a telephone game, but you write. Everybody has a word. You choose a word. You roll the dice. Choose a word from a card that has the corresponding die number, and then you write the word first on your pad. You should have pads with markers. The next person has to draw it. Then they have to the next person has to guess what they drew, and so on until you get it back. I can't draw, so my shit rarely looks like what it's supposed to be. So it becomes so ridiculous. Like we had one that was somehow like bow tie, and I drew the bow tie first, and it sucked. I'm awful at drawing. I kind of like the game. It's fun though. And then it ended up as a xylophone at the end. So it was like it turns into this crazy stuff. It's pretty fun though. You almost want people not to be able to draw because that's more fun. I was hoping we'd play Clue. Didn't happen though. typically will eat the crusts. Sometimes I just threw these in the microwave, so after the crust will get a little dried out, but this is still fine. A little dry though. We've been deciding on what we want to plant this year. We're not going to do watermelons again. Ended up getting 3, but they weren't bad. The first one we didn't let ripen enough. And then we were like, okay, you got to wait like 90 days. And they were very seedy. And just, they didn't have much of a taste. They weren't bad, but just to get 3 over that, we'd rather plant something else there. Maybe put the zucchinis there. We had those in a different spot. I'm going to do probably eggplants, peppers. I think we had jalapenos last year. We might not do tomatoes. I don't know. We typically do, and you get a ton, especially little cherry tomatoes. You get tons of those freaking things, man. They're like the safest thing to grow if you want to like have it work, and actually get stuff. They're quick and they just start boom, 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 boom. Especially if your plant gets big enough. I don't know what else there is. We have to look. I mean, there's plenty of other things, but like trying ones to put in certain places and whatnot. Because we can do that realistically. If we wanted to, we could, and we probably should, March. Because we can throw them in the greenhouse. It's like 10 degrees warmer in the greenhouse. And those greenhouses, because I never had a greenhouse before. These things, like, especially when it gets warmer, it's got a window on it. You pop the kind of skylight. The whole thing's a skylight, but there actually is a little window on there. The way they have the especially the roof, I guess, more. I don't know if like how it pulls it in, like it absorbs the heat and shit. But man, it gets hot in there, and like this stuff, like anything that's gonna thrive in that, this stuff, like it was like, oh my god, like you're like, oh yeah, it's growing pretty well. And like 2 days later, it's just pushing to like the roof of the thing. It's not a huge one or anything, but then you're like, oh shit, I gotta get this out of here. I mean, realistically, we probably could have grew stuff throughout the winter. That has gotten very cold here, much colder than it should, like, and based on averages and stuff. Another 3 slices down. Gotta get on that treadmill in about an hour. Burn off at least 1 slice. But yeah, it's nice having that though, because just the stuff it's just like boom, like it's all of a sudden, oh my god. Like I said, we probably could put stuff in now. Like I said, they get really cold, and it's usually about 10 degrees warmer in there, if not even a little warmer than that, because you get good sun on that thing too in the backyard. Like the sun comes down on it pretty good most of the day. And if you give any kind of plant or vegetable, anything, flower, a place to thrive, like it will thrive. But anyway, eating Margherita pizza, and drinking some Mountain Dew, rambling a bit. And thanks for checking this out, and have a good